welcome to another episode of Halo Wars. Today, I am bringing you another game. On the opposite team, you're going to have Topher playing as the Prophet, Cubicos playing as the Brute, and Snissy playing as Forge. On my team, you're going to have Smoothitude playing as the Brute, Foa playing as the Arbiter,
Uh-oh, retard alert!
and myself playing as Anders. I love this combo because basically I can do whatever I want without having to worry about an Arbiter. And this game, Andrew and Twos are both going to go Temple first. And I am going to go Reactor second because I want to be able to push up on the Brute's base in case he does go Temple first and builds Brutes. Then I am there to be able to at least try to get the Brutes. At least maybe I can get the second Brute. The first Brute's really hard to get. But you can always get the second Brute. Or depends how fast you are, but yeah, you can usually get the second Brute. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and push up, and as you can see, both of my teammates are going to be pushing up. I am going to be slightly behind on just by a couple seconds with my gunner, like not much at all. But I am going to push, and they are going to see that we are through, and there you see Andrew with his Arbiter, and it looks like their Brute went Temple second, so that is the only Brute that they have. So I am going to come in, and I am going to get 2 rams off, and Andrew is going to get the last rage hit, and then I am going to go behind his base and deny this pad, or try to deny this pad. Andrew is going to build 2 grunts. I don't think that you need to build 2 grunts, considering the fact that you have a Brute with you. You probably only need like 1 grunt and a few warhogs to get the job done. Their Prophet is going to play defense, and they have no offense. Their Brute's still nowhere to be seen, and as you can see, he's already full strip. We are going to go ahead and start aiming main, and it looks like QB Ghost has the money to buy. I don't know if he got clicked or not, or what happened here. I think he probably, I don't think he did, but he didn't blow up his temple. He's gonna get Citadel. And Topher is finally playing some defense. That is a temple third Prophet. So their Prophet's gonna have money this game, and we're not. I'm obviously gonna be behind the Forge. The Forge is also probably, I think it's actually Reactor 4th, considering. There he comes. There is Snissy. He tries to get out, debomb our Arbiter, but I am right there to save the Arbiter at the cost of a couple of our Warhogs. But all my shit is all fucked up now, so I gotta get the hell out of here, cuz.
Wow, is very nice.
This is one of the only 2 games that we won on this day that we were playing. We played for, I believe, 3 hours straight, and we were only able to get 2 wins. A lot of the games were very long. A lot of the other games weren't. But they definitely smacked us on that day. I blame Andrew. Me and Andrew, we have terrible chemistry together. I just can't stand that he sometimes just does things that are obviously bad, and it's very risky things that he does, and most of the time it doesn't pay off. Sometimes it does. Like this game, he went Temple first, and it worked out because the Brute went Temple second, and but had that Brute went Temple first and actually ported through, maybe wouldn't have been as good. But yeah, it's we definitely have a better combo too. We have more options as to what we can do, and QEGO's got a little bit greedy going Temple second. Anyway, I digress. I was able to come back and basically just push off the Brute basically for free. He couldn't vortex or anything just because of how broke he was. I don't know if he got clicked or not through all of that, because he was able to get Citadel without blowing up his temple or anything. So he might have just picked up a lot of crates, since he's probably on my side with his chopper picking up all the crates I didn't pick up. I really don't know. But as you can see, his space is red bar. And yeah, he's fucked up. And Snissy already used his D-bomb too, so that helps me. He's probably still slightly ahead of me just because Forge just gets upgraded patch right off the rip, and I don't know how, I assume he hasn't lost any health on his Warhogs. And right here, I was gonna go down the ramp and start clearing the Expo. And my plan was to just get Gauss and then heal my Warhogs, but I see Sneezy push, and I see the Brute comes back and pushes too. So I'm going to go play defense on that. And we were about to kill Red's main base. And my plan was to just heal up and play defense with Grenadier on their Warhogs because they're still really broke. And yeah, that was my plan. But Andrew unfortunately recalls. I wish he hadn't recalled because like, I can fight these Warhogs. I'm about to be Grenadier. I can fight the Warhogs, but since they're able to recall, he's just gonna run away. And Andrew right now should probably just. He should have just finished off that base. That red base was almost dead. He could have just poured a couple of grunts through and finished it off. And I would have eventually got that off of Tube's base. But Andrew being Andrew, he recalls. I didn't tell him to. He just recalled.
What the fuck is that?
Throughout most of this, Stouffer has been mostly untouched, so I know there's gonna be probably summits and banshees and like since we went temple first, we we're nowhere near fucking BAMs or anything. So it's gonna be up to me to play defense for a little bit. Anyway, I see Tubes, he recalls. I didn't want him to give me money, but I couldn't heal him right at that second, and so he clicked me. Yeah, he just clicked me. Like he shouldn't have clicked me. Like he could have just waited a second and I would have healed him for free. But I guess that he wants to get on offense like extra quick or something. I really don't know. Anyway, a couple of days before, they were playing these guys, the enemy team. They were playing against Tubes, Patrick, and Andrew. So it was Patrick instead of me, and they played a bunch of games. Apparently, Topher's team won 7 games, but Patrick's team won 5. Didn't go through the stream and count, but I think Kush actually counted, and that's what he said the score was. And like on this day, we also played for like 3 hours, and same. I didn't go through back and everything. I just know that we got 2 wins, and that we got a bunch of losses. So I don't know exactly what the score was. But anyway, whenever they were playing against Patrick and Andrew and Tubes, these guys were about to get turtle on the last game, and yeah, these guys just quit. And apparently the last game on here, we basically got turtle. They had ODSTs and complete control over everything. And it was because of freaking Andrew's retarded strats. And he went temple first, and those guys had they went elephant, flamethrower, so his temple first rush did nothing. And then Sneezy was going RPG down tech, or I don't know if down tech, but he was going RPG, so he had like a bunch of RPG Marines. And Andrew, for whatever reason, decided to go Locust, which they just got marked. And then he went Banshees. So basically, that is one of the worst games that he's ever played. Like, it was terrible. We had like a really good combo, and we lost in the most freaking embarrassing way ever. Because of Andrew's retarded strats, I actually killed so much. I actually did so much that freaking game, and we still lost. Anyway, I gotta tell it like it is. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you, tell you that I never lose. I will only upload wins because I don't. There's some games that are there's some losses that are really good games, but I don't ever want to upload. I might upload a loss, but from the winner's perspective at some point. I don't like uploading losses. I just don't think people want to see people lose. To be honest, people want to see people win. That's just my opinion. Anyway, we're gonna be able to finally we're starting to get some BAMs out, and I'm pretty confident that I have I don't know if I have more Warhogs, but I know I have okay, he's got we have about the same amount of Warhogs. The thing about it is I can get my third a lot easier than he can, and he's been having to play a lot of defense while that's been buying me time to actually do things. Actually, Andrew did go double summit Banshees, Unfortunately, he's gonna basically get his Arbiter caught for free, and then he's gonna go back in with the Banshees, and he's just gonna lose them all, and then he's gonna be like, oh shit, I lost all my Banshees, I lost my Arbiter. I don't know if his Arbiter was upgraded or not, but I assume it wasn't. I assume it was a baby Arbiter. So now he is going to try and go all Arbiter when Topher has a bunch of Banshees, and they are becoming a problem.
You stupid.
Like, honestly, I don't know how Tubes and Patrick won 5 games with Andrew on their team. It baffles me, to be honest. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it doesn't. Just watching him play on the replay makes me frustrated. Imagine the games that were actually lost, how I would feel. Like, it's just bad. And Topher was saying that he's actually better than me. I'm like, okay. If you think Andrew's better than me, go for it. Next time we play, you can take him on your team. But anyway, I do at this point pretty sure I have a few more Warhogs than Snizzy, but Snizzy's able to just have all his units. Well, I have to like split up units, and QB Ghost is pushing up with his haul, and I'm having to help to push off the haul. But then I see that Topher is sitting there with his Banshees, so I just cryo him, and he takes it like a good boy. Unfortunately, I'm not able to go in with the rest of my Warhogs because I really want to get this Red Brood off. And yeah, Andrew really should have made some BAMs this game. We would be better off. We would way better. Anyway, this whole time I've been on 3 bases, so I've been out pumping Snizzy. However, Snizzy has been trading better because my army has been split. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to try and play defense and stay on offense with my Brute because he can mess up the Warhogs. But I see that all the Banshees are coming back and that the Prophet's there. Unfortunately, I lost a few Warhogs there, and I have the Arbiter now, but yeah, Snizzy D-bombs, and pretty good. Like, our Brute gets out, I don't really lose that many Warhogs at the price of an Arbiter. I think that's pretty good. Alright, QB Ghost at this point is ahead of Tubes. The guy that was almost completely out of the game is now ahead of Tubes. But at least now we do have vampires, and I've been killing some Banshees, so now I can get all my army together finally and make a push. And I am going to trade some Warhogs with Snizzy because I'm pretty sure he's only on 2 bases. Right here I tried to make sure. We never actually scouted that base, so I clicked on it. I see that if he has it, it doesn't have any pads. So, and I'm here, I'm gonna come on in and I'm just gonna start trading. At this point, do we have BAMs? We may not have any BAMs yet. We might have a couple of BAMs. But yeah, like, Topher is gonna set his Banshees on top of my Warhogs, and because Warhogs shoot up instead of down, I am gonna kill most of the Banshees, and I had more Warhogs than Snizzy, but because of all of that, he's actually gonna catch up with me when it comes to Warhog numbers. And I am going to see that QB Ghost is pushing, and this is a bad D-bomb, but if he would have put everything through, then it wouldn't have mattered. So I had to D-bomb right there, and luckily for me, he does recall. He probably could have like just poured everything through and fought me there, and maybe that would have been really good for them. Like, me finding the Brood that gives Snizzy the opportunity to do whatever he wants to do and keep his 3rd base. So right now I'm waiting for the Arbiter, and I am just going to push on Snizzy's 3rd. Looks like Snizzy only cleared 1 base this game because he was dealing with Tubes the whole time. So he only has 1 side cleared. And when it comes to this game, you want to have both sides cleared, because in case one side gets taken down, well, you got the other side, in my opinion. That's the way it should be played. But you can't say nothing because, I mean, he was playing defense the whole time. So now that we're getting close together, I know QB Ghost has a bigger haul than Tubes at this time, but we have an Arbiter and they don't, and we have enough BAMs to counteract their Banshees. So I am going to push on Sneezy's third, and I am going to see that Sneezy's actually going to push on my third. So this is going to become it was going to become a base trade. However, Cubicos is going to be right here with his haul, and I am not about to fight a haul. So I'm going to start coming back with my units, and I tell Andrew to hold back a little bit because I am going to try to cryo. And I told him this very loudly and very clearly, and he still went in and got cryoed. I mean, I don't know what I have to do to get one right. I told him very clearly, but Sneezy doesn't have a D-bomb, and I am gonna be back here with a lot of Warhogs, so Sneezy's gonna lose all those Warhogs, which is really good for us. And I'm down to 2 bases, but it doesn't matter because he just lost a lot of Warhogs, so all I gotta do now is push. And I see that he recalled, and yeah, he didn't really need that whole heal, so I see Tubes recalled too, so I just flare Tubes to go back. I tell him, hey, go back and get some of that heal, and I am going to go back and push and grab the third on this side this time, because I know that at this point I have more Warhogs and we have an Arbiter, so we can definitely win. That's a really good for us. And just gonna come in with all his vamps and gonna stasis the Banshee, and I am going to just keep pushing and start taking out the Expos. And at this point, he definitely has the other side because he pushed with all his Warhogs to all the way over there. He definitely like went around, and he definitely has the other side cleared. That is that back base. So we're going to just push up here, and I'm getting close to full pop. I'm going to take out this Expo, and then I am going to go for Topher's main, and it is going to be at this point that they are going to call it quits. And I did not want to make this game all about Andrew and me complaining the whole time. It's just watching the gameplay and watching how the game develops. This is how it turned out. Anyway, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.
All units. I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street. Under the sun, the bastard son will pop the clock to feed himself and family.